Welcome. Let's begin with some core work. So come and lie down on your back. And as you lie down, lift your legs up. We're just going to practice some leg lowers. So keeping your low back pressing into the mat. Slowly lower your legs down and lift them back up. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift. Go for this 8 more times, so 10 in total. Last one. Bring your legs back up. Then keep your right leg where it is. Lower your left leg down, but keep it hovering. Interlace your fingers behind your head, then lift your head, lift your upper back. On your exhale, twist to the right. Then inhale, switch legs. Exhale, twist left. Keep it going. So exhale as you twist. Inhale as you come back through center. We're going 20 of these in total. So you're almost halfway there. Okay, last 2. And bring your right leg back up, hover your left leg down. Reach your arms out to your right side. You can clasp hands together here. And you're just going to crunch to the right. Inhale back through center. Lift and crunch to the right. Back through center. 8 more of these, so 10 in total. Really working on your obliques. Two more to go. Good, then switch. Switching the legs, this time reaching to your left. Last 2. Good. Now reach both arms overhead. Hover your arms, hover your legs. Hollow body hold. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Start to rock backwards and forwards. See if you can come all the way up and straight into a boat pose. So don't let those feet lower down. Bring your lower legs level with the mat. Reach your arms forwards. We're going to hold this here again for 10. Relax your shoulders. Focus your gaze on one spot. 5 more to go. Good. Keep your legs lifted. Place your hands behind you and straighten your legs as you lean back. Bend your arms for support. Then bend your knees. Press your chest to your legs. Keep it going like this. So exhale as you lower. Inhale, draw in. Go 5 more of these. 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles. Step back to plank. We're finishing our core work with a plank hold. So stack shoulders over wrists. If your hips are piking high, slightly tilt your pelvis. Bring your body into one line. Ten more seconds to go. Stay with me. Keep pushing the floor away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down to your belly. Whew. And find a Sphinx pose. So forearms on the mat, elbows under your shoulders. Hold it here 5 breaths. So gentle back bend to begin. Good, so now the focus is strengthening the muscles that support your spine. So start by lifting your left leg and lift your right. Hold it here. Keep those legs in the air, holding about 10 seconds. Good, slowly lower down. You can give your hips a little shimmy side to side. Give yourself a moment to reset. Now then, on your next inhale, keep your chest lifted, hover your forearms off the mat. You can bring your arms out to the side like wings, holding here 10 seconds. So lifting with the strength in your back. Okay, and lower, come back to your Sphinx. This time we're gonna lift arms and legs. So you might find that it's easier if you lift your legs to begin, then hover your arms, holding here 10 seconds. Don't let those arms or those legs lower down. And release, really good. You can stay on your forearms for this next one, and we're really looking to work your glutes and your hamstrings. So you're just gonna lift the left leg, lower it down, lift the right leg, and lower it down. As you lift, give your glutes a little squeeze, and then lower. Keep this going. So you're really looking to lift, hold, squeeze, then lower. Lift, hold, squeeze, and lower. Keep it going. Should start to feel this in the low back because we're strengthening the QL and your spinal extensors, your erector spinae, as well as your hamstrings and your glutes. See if you can lift your legs a little higher. Keep squeezing at the top. Good. Okay, last round. So lift your right leg, reach your left arm up and forwards. We're just gonna hold this here 10 seconds. You're really gonna feel this in the lower right half of your back. It's where we're looking to target. Keep lifting and hold. 3, 2, 1, and release. Give the hips a little shimmy if you need to reset. Steady your breath. Good. And lift your left leg high. Reach right arm up and forwards again, holding 10 seconds. So keep lifting, keep squeezing as you lift. 3, 2, 1, release. Good. Definitely give your hips a little rock side to side. Release any stickiness in the low back. Good. Now we're going to incorporate some mobility with some upper body work. So we also need very strong arms to support us in wheel pose. So bring your hands under your shoulders, legs together. Then roll to the left side of your body, push the floor away, and place the right foot behind you. You can just tap the toes. Then roll to the right, press the floor away, place left foot behind you. Keep it flowing, so let your chest sink down as you come through center, and then really push the floor away as you twist. So you're getting that little press up action, as well as a little twist through the spine. Keep this going a few more times. Good. Come back through center. We're gonna add on to that. So roll to your left, place the right foot behind you. Lift your right arm up, press the floor away to come up into Wild Thing. Turn your chest open. Then sit your hips back, come through center. We're gonna move into that on the other side. So push the floor away. Use your power to lift up into Wild Thing. And then come back through center. Keep it flowing side to side. Try to pick up a little bit of pace, so we want your body really warm. Last one to each side. Good. And then come down to your belly. Take a moment, relax your arms. You can turn your head to the right. Take a few moments, catch your breath. And then turn your head to the left. Good. And then looking forwards, place your hands under your shoulders. Then before you press through your hands, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Lift your chest without using your hands. So use that strength to begin. Then when you've reached the highest point you can lift, then press through the hands to come into your Cobra. Start to drag your hands back towards your heels as if you're trying to draw your body forward. So chest through the arms. That's what you want to focus on here. Holding this for about 10 breaths. So keep finding that action of drawing your hands back, chest forwards. Wonderful. Slowly lower your chest down. Press back into downward facing dog. This might feel a little unusual now as we've spent quite some time in some back bends. So take a moment to find a more neutral setting for your spine. Good. Then step your left foot forwards, lower the back knee down. And for this, we're looking to find a really deep lunge. So let your hips sink down. The front knee can go past the ankle to help us send the hips down and forwards. And we're just gonna hold this here. Press your back shin into the mat. So there's some stability here. There's muscle activation. So for the first few breaths, just focusing on sending the hips down and forwards. Then we'll incorporate the upper body. So bring your right arm behind your back. Edge your hand up the middle of your back. Then reach your left arm overhead. See if you can draw the hands towards one another. Don't worry if you don't quite catch your hands. You can hold onto your clothing. Then keep sending hips down. Start to lean back. So you're leaning over your arms, opening the chest. Breathe deeply here. Remember to always find your breath before you go into a deeper version of the pose. Wonderful. Release your hands. You can rest your left hand on your knee. Pick up your back foot, catch the inside of your foot, and start to draw your foot closer to the back of your body. And this one is a very intense stretch for the hip flexor, so you should really feel this in the front of the thigh, front of the hip. It's also incredibly challenging for the balance, so don't worry if you're wobbling everywhere. Keep your breath steady. Holding this about 10 more seconds. Okay. As you release, don't let that foot ping back. Lower it down with control. Slowly step back to downward facing dog. And it's likely that one side is going to feel very different to the other now. So take a moment, pedal out your legs. And then let's repeat that on the other side. Step your right foot forwards, lower your back knee down. Again, really let your hips sink down and forwards. So we're getting that deep hip flexor stretch. And then you can rest both hands on your knee for support. Focus on pressing your back shin into the mat as you send your hips down and forwards. Wonderful. Let's incorporate the upper body. So left arm comes behind the back, edge that hand up the middle of your back. And then right arm comes overhead, so the hands draw together. Don't worry if you're not quite in the bind. And then be guided by your breath here. So as the breath deepens, if more space becomes available, move into that space. Okay, slowly release. You can rest your right hand on your knee. Catch your back foot and start to draw that foot in towards the back of your body. Keep your breath deep. Focus your gaze on one spot. It will help with the balance. Okay. Now as you release, don't let that foot ping back. Let it lower with control. Then step back into downward facing dog and pedal out your legs a few times there. Good. And come down onto your knees. You can swing your legs forwards. Keep your legs bent. Plant your feet just a little wider than hips width. We're going to do some tabletop or reverse tabletop work. So keeping your fingers facing your toes here. Press through your heels, lift your hips. Keep a slight bend in the elbows so you're not overextending. And you can either gaze down your body or tilt your head to look up. Holding this 10 seconds, so don't let those hips sink down. Keep pressing through heels, through hands. Halfway there, 5 more seconds. And that's enough, sit down, really good. Keep your legs as they are, but spin your right fingertips to face the back of the mat. Rest your left hand on your right knee. For this, we're gonna lift up again and we're gonna add in a little twist. So press through your feet and through your right hand, lift the hips, gaze down at your right hand so you're turning your chest slightly. And then sit down. 4 more of these. So find that power as you lift and twist and then down. If you wanna add on, you can reach your left arm overhead so it becomes like a wild thing. And then down, 2 more to go. Okay, let's switch sides. Your right arm gets a little break now. Turn your left fingers to the back. And again, you'll practice just lifting, turning to look at your left hand. You can include the right arm if you like. Last one, and then come down. Really good. Okay, Keep your legs as they are, but come and lie on your back. And then rest your arms either side of your body, and you want to just reach your fingertips for the backs of your heels. So if you don't reach your heels, scooch them closer to you. Then keep your feet where they are. Bring your hands above your shoulders, fingers facing the feet. And this can be really awkward for your wrists. So spend a little bit of time here just to get used to what this feels like. We're going to lift in stages. So start by pressing through your heels. Just lift your hips. You're in bridge. Then press through your hands. Roll onto the crown of your head. Stay on the crown of your head. Stay here. Then the final part. Push through your hands and your feet. Lift your head to come up into wheel. Take a few breaths here before you go moving your hands, before you go moving your feet. Take a moment to settle in. Good. Then start to press your chest forwards, and you may even work towards straightening the legs. See what's possible. Send your chest forward so your shoulders are over your wrists. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to lower in stages. So bend your arms, come back down to the crown of your head. Then lift your head as you roll down your back. So lowering from the upper back, middle back, low back, down. Good. And just spend the next few moments here with your back flat on the mats. We're taking some time in a neutral spine. Really important that we warm down gradually. Good. From here, start to knock your knees side to side. So we're coming into these gentle twists. Keep your breath flowing as you move in this way. Good. Now, bring your knees into your chest, but don't hug them in. So we don't want the spine to come into flexion too quickly. Start to rock backwards and forwards. We're coming back up into boat pose. We're going to find another boat pose hold. This time, we're looking to straighten the legs, reach your arms forward. So we're making it a little more difficult. Holding 10 seconds again, so really relax your shoulders, gaze forwards. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, lower your feet. Then reach your arms around the backs of your legs, hug your belly into your thighs. Lift your chest so you find that length in your spine. And then you can start to edge your heels away from you. So you lower down into this forward fold. Keep that compression between belly and thighs, so you're keeping that connection. Then as you come into the fold, you can relax your chin towards your chest. You can let your spine round a little bit if it wants to. There's really no pressure to make this pose the perfect fold. Start to slow down your breath here. Let your head hang even heavier. Completely let go of your head and your neck. Okay, to come out, edge your heels towards you to lift back up. And then you can release the arms, find a cross-legged position. And just finishing with a few side bends. So rest your right hand by your side, reach your left arm up and over, start to bend to the right. And you may find that you can even come down to the forearm here. Then again, let go of your head. So turn your head to look down. You could even close your eyes here. Okay, let's switch. So you can windmill your arms as you bend to the left this time. Turn your head down, soften your eyes closed. And slowly come and sit back up. Rest both hands on your knees. Sit up nice and tall as you lengthen your spine and then soften the eyes closed. And we'll finish today's class with a few moments of stillness here. Take this time to recognize your efforts today on the mat. To thank your body for the amazing things that it enables you to do. To thank yourself for putting in the work to push your boundaries, to learn something new, to explore what's possible. Continue to relax your shoulders, soften into this moment of gratitude. We'll take a final breath here together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Thank you so much for joining me for class. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again for the next one. Namaste.